we're going to start learning how we can divide them into equal parts. Now, this is important because there are going to be lots of times in your life when you need to divide something into equal parts, and you want to make sure you're doing it the right way. Like, for example, let's pretend that this yellow Play-Doh circle was a cookie, and it was the last one, and mom and dad told you you had to share it with your brother or sister. Now, would I want to make sure the pieces are equal or not equal? That's right, I'd want them to be equal, because if they weren't equal, my brother or sister might get the bigger piece, right? So let's use, I have just a plastic knife here so it's not sharp, but I'm going to divide it just like this. What do you think? Are these equal pieces or not equal pieces? That's right, these are not equal pieces. Is this how I would want to divide my cookie if I knew I was having to share it with my brother or sister? No way, because if I got this piece and my brother or sister got this piece, I would not be happy. So we need to make sure that we know how to divide these shapes into equal pieces. So let's take a look at another one. I have another Play-Doh circle here that I just used a cookie cutter, and I rolled out my Play-Doh really thin and stamped it out. You can do this at home too if you want to practice. So let's say I have one whole circle and I want to divide it into 2 equal pieces. We're going to call that halves, okay? So if I want to make this into 2 equal pieces, I can draw or cut a line straight down the middle this way, or I can do it right across the middle this way. I get to choose. So I'm going to do my best to make this line nice and straight right down the middle. And there we go. I think I did a pretty good job. This, when it was together, is called a whole. Now we have 2 equal pieces. These are called halves because there are 2 of them. So this is 1/2 and this is 1/2. And when we put them together, we get a whole, okay? So this is a way that I can make halves out of a circle. Let's take a look at another shape and see. What if I had a triangle? What if I had a triangle and I wanted to make this into 2 equal pieces? Could I do this one going this way? Let's try it and see what you think. Are these pieces equal? No, they're not equal, are they? So here's my whole. When I cut it in half this way, it did not give me 2 equal pieces. There are 2 pieces, but they are not equal, okay? So let's put this to the side and see, on a triangle, how would we need to cut it or divide it so that it was equal? So we tried this way, that did not work. Maybe we should try this way. Let's see what that looks like. Again, I'm gonna do my best to get it right down the middle in straight lines. Let's see how it worked. All right, here we go, pretty good. This guy got a little wonky at the top. That's okay. These pieces are much more equal, aren't they? So when I had them together, it made one whole triangle. When I pull them apart, I have 2 pieces and they're equal. So this is called 1/2. This is called 1/2. When we put them together, they make a whole. But these are equal pieces. I would be okay sharing either of these with my brother or sister if I had to. All right, let's take a look at another shape. What if I had something that was more like a square and I wanted to divide this into 2 equal pieces? Do you think I could go this way? Maybe. Do you think I could go this way? Maybe. Let's try it and see. First, I'm gonna go up and down. Just like this. Remember, we call those up and down lines vertical. So I cut this in a vertical way. Would you say these are two equal pieces? Yes, I would too. So when they're together, they make one whole. When we cut them in half, they make two halves. So this is a half, this is a half, this is a whole. So when we have a square shape, we know we can cut it vertically to get two equal pieces. Let's look at one more shape. What if I had just a piece of paper? This would be more of a rectangle. Do you think I could divide it this way to get two equal pieces? How about this way? Horizontal? Yes. I'm gonna stick with vertical for right now so we can see what that looks like. So I'm going to fold my paper in half the hamburger way, this way, vertically. Open it back up, and now you can see on the crease two pieces, but I want to go one step further, and I'm going to go ahead and cut mine out on my line so I can see the two pieces apart. Okay, now one of my pieces were together, they equaled one whole rectangle. When I cut them apart on that line down the middle, I now have two pieces. They're equal, so one half, put them together. They made one whole. All right, let's talk about if we wanted to divide something into, let's say, four equal pieces. Let's go back to our circle. The first time when we divided this into two equal pieces, we did a vertical line this way. So I'm going to do that again to get my two pieces like this. Okay. Now I need four pieces and I only have two. So I'm going to have to make at least one more line. Now I know a lot of times people may think, I'll just cut another vertical line on either side to make four pieces. So let's try that. All right, look, see what you think. I think I got it. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, these two look pretty good. Are there four pieces? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes, there are four. Would you call these four equal pieces though? What do you think? Are these all equal? No, they're not. You're right. So this is not the way I want to divide my circle to get it to four equal pieces, is it? Let's take a look at another way and see if we can find a better way to make four equal pieces. Here's a new circle. I'm going to start with my line down the middle, my vertical line. So I have my two pieces like this. Now we've been talking about making lines vertically and horizontally. So I'm going to try a horizontal line next. See if that will give me four equal pieces. Again, doing the best I can, making it as even and straight. Now this time, I got pieces that look like little pieces of pizza. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4. Would you say that these are all the same? I would too. I would say these are four equal pieces. Now, when we have four equal pieces like this, we call them fourths. That's pretty easy, huh? Fourths. So this is 1/4. This is 1/4. This is 1/4. And this is 1/4. And when we put them all back together, see if I can get them to stick. Then we have one whole. When I take two apart, I have a half and a half, or I could even do my circle this way. Look at this. Boom. Still two equal pieces, a half and a half. And when I cut them like a plus sign in the middle. Do you see that? How I went down and across like a plus sign? That gave me 4 equal pieces, or fourths. Let's see how we could make 4 equal pieces in another shape. Let's go back to our square or a piece of bread, okay? So last time I did a vertical line to get my halves. Let's start with that. Okay, now let's take a look here. On my circle, I then made a line here and a line here. Do you think that would work on this? Let's try it. All right, let's check this out. Guess what, guys? These look like 4 equal pieces. So when I have a square, I can cut my pieces going this way to get 4 equal pieces. But let's see if I do the plus sign cut this way and across horizontally, if I can get 4 equal pieces that way too. So let's try on this one. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 little squares out of my big square. Squares are pretty easy to make 4 equal pieces on because you can do the plus sign cut to get these little squares, or you can do all vertical cuts or all horizontal cuts to get the same size strips. These are also fourths. Okay, let's move these over. And let's go back and look at a triangle. Now, with my triangle, if I try and make fourths out of this, there's not a good way to do it, because we know that if we cut it this way horizontally, it did not make 2 equal parts, did it? It made this. Those are not equal. We know if we cut it this way vertically, it does make 2 equal parts. How could I make 2 more equal parts after that? Let's try it. Okay, did my halves like this. Maybe if I try another cut this way, it will work. Let's see what we think. Okay, here we go. What do you think? Are these equal? Nope, not equal, are they? Okay, so we decided dividing a triangle into fourths is kind of tricky, right? Because we know that we can divide it into halves this way. But then if we did 2 more lines like this, it did not give us equal parts. And if we went across like that, it did not give us equal parts. This is a tricky, tricky one to divide into 4 equal parts. Are you ready? What we have to do is we have to try and find the middle, the horizontal middle, or close to it, like this, okay? And then we have to make this shape in the middle here, like this, so that there's 1, 2, 3 more. So I'm gonna flip, do you see how I took the top? I took it and I flipped it down like this. Okay, and then I'm gonna trace around this with my plastic knife to get this exact same shape. And now, look, I have 1 baby triangle, 2 baby triangles, 3 baby triangles, 4 baby triangles. So I took that 1 triangle and I made it into 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, when I put them back, I have to make sure that I flip that one in the middle upside down. See if I can get these to stick so I can show you. Okay, can you see? Just like that. That's one of the trickiest shapes to divide into fourths.